That day, I walked into a five-star hotel and asked how much one room would cost. I was carrying my old dirty suitcase, but the manager came out and publicly shamed me. His voice was loud. Everyone in the lobby could hear him. He said people like me should go to a public bathhouse. I didn't talk back. I didn't argue. I was afraid. And because that day, I wasn't wearing a suit. I had no bodyguards. I had nothing that would make people respect me. All I had was an old torn suitcase covered in dust. But inside that suitcase, I had $1 million, enough to make anyone faint. That day, I dressed like a homeless person. My clothes were so dirty you couldn't even tell their color. My face was covered in mud. My hair looked like it had been struck by lightning. I wanted to see how they would treat me if they thought I had nothing. If anyone still treated me like a human being, I would reward them for life. I walked into my own five-star hotel, went to the front desk, and spoke softly. "Miss, I want to rent the cheapest room." She looked at me, surprised, but she didn't look at me with disgust. I tested her and asked if it was okay for someone like me to stay in such a fine place. She spoke gently. "Of course, sir," she said. "Please, come inside." I asked again, "How much is the cheapest room?" She said, $800 per night. I smiled slightly and said, "I only have $10. Please, can you give me the cheapest one? Or just put a mattress on the floor? I haven't slept on a bed for 30 days. I just want to take a shower, clean myself, and then go look for a job. In my condition, I can't even enter a company gate." She heard me, and her eyes softened. She wanted to speak. But before she could, the manager rushed over. He pushed me against the counter and shouted, "You useless worker! You stinking homeless person! You can't even give a tip, and you want to enter a five-star hotel? People like you spoil the air just by standing at the door." People around began to whisper. Some laughed, others shook their heads, some even brought out their phones and started recording. I bowed my head. I couldn't hear myself anymore. I just wanted to use my $10 to take a shower. The manager laughed. $10? You think this is a charity? Go to a public bathhouse. Go! Security grabbed my arm and dragged me outside. They said to disinfect everywhere I touched. At that moment, everyone looked at me like I was trash. Then the front desk girl stepped forward and blocked me. Her voice shook, but it was strong. "Manager, he just wants to clean up and look for a job. I'll pay for the room tonight." The manager's face changed. "Are you mad? You want to ruin your job for this kind of person? If he wants to stay, you will pay 3 times the price, and you won't receive any salary this month." Her hands were shaking, but she still entered my details. She smiled slightly. "Don't worry, sir. You will sleep on a bed tonight." I was okay, though my throat tightened as I whispered, "Thank you. God bless you." She showed me the room and gave me a towel. "Rest well, sir. Tomorrow will be better." As she closed the door, I brought out my phone and dialed a number. "Meet me tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. The rest? Well, if you know, you know. If you want to see the next part, check the comment section for part 2.